little girl kick your ass. Aight.
Gotta get that first shot off before that bullet hit me.
On the review tips today, we got
Des.
Rashad, the dad, and talking about, of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 3, all the spoilers. Zemo's back. Zemo's back. Back and better than ever. You see how they got him out of jail. It's funny. I you know what I liked about that whole scene. For some reason there's a saying that it's don't tell us, show us, but they did the same. They did both at the same time.
Yeah.
Like the whole kind of like recap thing, how they did, and they're showing how he got out.
Kind of like Ocean's 6, 11. I don't know.
You said 6.
Ocean's 8.
Oceans by Hillsong United. So definitely that was a very Oceans like. And there's another movie Q2 that came up later on, and I'll talk about when we get there. But yeah, I'm not TV series. So that whole scene was really, really, really good scene. Like how it's basically showing Zemo being the mastermind that they said he was. He's he's Black Ops since Korea. He's he was a general. So that whole part of that was really good to showing him being the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, because he came on Civil War.
Yeah, he
didn't like seem that smart on Civil War.
Yeah, because his arc was an emotional arc. You know, so he was basically on the straight revenge. Mm-hmm. Now his arc is more concerted. It's more focused because, all right, like I'm basically dealt with the trauma of my family dying and being in jail, and I accomplished my mission for the most part. And the crazy thing is, even after the blip and all that stuff, and people came back, he still got the same energy the whole time. He's like, nah, we don't need super soldiers. We don't need serum. We don't need any of these things because we forget about what? The person. Mm-hmm. And I think that was a real good aspect. It kind of goes into the whole, one of the themes of the show is like the humanistic levels of people, even when they are like on these sort of pedestals. Like, who are you as a person? Yeah. Even when it goes back to John Walker, even like, Battlestar being a little like, his black friend, you know what I'm saying? So like all those things that go into what makes a person is really kind of was keen is what he's trying to get to.
Yeah, speaking of Battlestar, I don't really like him as a character because I feel like, how like the dynamic with Falcon and Cap, they're trying to create that, but it's the power dynamic isn't even. It's Cap is supreme, and Battlestar is his lapdog.
Yeah, and that's what the show is trying to get you to see.
Yeah, I just feel like he just like need to step back and thank both of them, and I feel like maybe they would get something.
Nah, but you even saw how he was like, he already has different ideology from
Cap.
Fake Cap. Because Fake Cap was like, yeah, we can do all the books. He was like, yo, like I really kind of think that they're just trying to help the people out with this. And basically, and the whole thing about the flag smashers for John Walker has nothing to do with being Captain America. It just has everything to do with him proving that he can do the job. Yeah. Because even he was like, we had all these leads and everything, and it's not working out for us. And he was like, yo, like basically, like why are you so dead set on doing this? Like we've done our level best, and you out here still wilding about it.
Yeah, and he'd probably get more publicity if he was like helping Cat out of the trees and stuff like that, because that would people from the outside look at him would be like, oh, that's Cap behavior right there. But
even with that, he's looking at Cap as the special operative. Yeah. So he wants to make sure they can trust him to do that as well. Mm-hmm. And it's not really going too great for him, because he's not really being authentic to the whole Captain America moniker. Even like the episodes today where when they was on a plane after they got Zemo out, Buck and Sam had this conversation about the shield. He said, we doing all this for a hunk of metal. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the shield. He said, well, I should have just destroyed the shield. And and Buck was like, nah, like, it means a lot. So he still hung up on the symbolism, and Sam doesn't care about the symbolism anymore because he just wants it to be right.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like, you know, him not being true to Captain America, he not even being true to himself. Because, like, you
Facts.
see his bring up.
What?
You see his, like, basically, like, what he's been doing all throughout the years.
Oh, yeah,
And, like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah.
how, like, it doesn't add up.
Yeah, and even when you go into Madripoor, like, you see how his reputation precedes him. Mm-hmm. Because he was like, I want a soldier. He was like...
And Black guy was like, Selby is on the...
Like, your boy's here. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Even like them going into Madripoor and seeing how like it's like there's like the ugly underbelly. There's a high town and a low town, which is very on the nose. But even with that, like we see how we have the filthy underworld and then the arts and antiquities world that Sharon Carter's. We meet Sharon Carter too. Sharon Carter's there, and she basically after they get found out, which was a really funny scene too. How Sam was trying to basically they had to go meet this lady named Selby, and hosting at the bar. They got Sam out here looking like an African prince.
Oh, and Sam was like, yeah, I look like a pimp.
Just like a pimp.
And Zima like, nonsense. A modern African man shouldn't be. You know what I was talking about, though?
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, oh, man.
I was like, okay, I see you putting a little bit of racial stuff in there. It's like Disney just sneaks it in every episode.
Yeah, they just a slight sprinkle.
Yeah,
you know what
just
I'm
a
saying?
little salt, babe.
Yeah. So that part was really cool, and I really like how the bar scene set up to the whole meet up with the lady was out. I mean, I was like everybody turning back on him. So the funny thing about Madripoor reminds me of how the underground world in Westworld is. Okay, I know you didn't watch Westworld because you was a little too young for that. I wasn't let you watch that yet.
But you know, I would come see sneak peeks.
Yeah. So Westworld, the last season, there's that. So okay, I'll set it up. So they go see Selby, and then basically she gets shot. The whole scene's her. Sam, sister calls him. He tries to play it off. It's like, yo, you know,
The money,
the bank. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about Cheerios or her son.
Yeah, and some people was like, hold up.
Like,
Villains don't eat Cheerios.
Who's Sam? You know what I'm saying? So then after that, the bounties on their head. So that part to me reminded me of of Westworld because they had like a whole like league of bounty hunters. So and then they did it like through an app. See how everybody phone got an alert. So that kind of that was like a parallel for me.
Also, okay, so Falcon named Sam. That's his name, Sam. Sam named as the character he was going to buy was Smiling Tiger. So even if the person called him by their real name, you don't know his real name. So that could have very well been his name. True.
But yeah, it would have been a whole lot more explaining, and it's just cooler to watch, just to see her get shot and progress the plot for it.
Sharon Carter shot her.
Yeah, Sharon Carter pops up quite literally.
Selby looks like punk Ellen DeGeneres.
She I feel like I've seen her before or something. I just can't remember. I just don't know what.
Maybe I'll look it up.
You know who she looks like? She looks like the the lady from the from the breast cancer commercial.
It's not even funny.
I'm not laughing. But I'm just what she looks like.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Anyway, so they leave and get over with Sharon. We see Sharon is up in Madripoor, like, you know what I'm saying, selling
living her life like it's golden.
Yeah, you know, seeing how she can't go back home, you know what I'm saying? A place where I belong.
I thought, like, she can't go back home, so she poor.
Nah, she was like, nah, if I'm going to be a hustler, I might as well hustle, you know what I'm saying? Which I respect. Respect the hustle. Yeah, so that happens. We see her, and they kind of find out who. What was the guy's name? The
Wilfred Nagel.
Yeah. Nagel was making super soldier serum for the power broker, who still has remained nameless so far. He's just the guy in the shadows, and that is, of course, our mystery box.
Watch it be like somebody we know too.
Yeah, well, we can kind of we can go ahead and cancel out Zemo and power broker, because that would be the very long game if that's the case.
Yeah. I don't think he's that patient.
I would not like that. I think he is that patient, but I would be really whack.
Cause how long?
he was just chilling in jail. He was minding his business. Like, for what the setup was, he could have been got out.
Yeah, even without Bucky's help.
Yeah, he could have been, if he really wanted to. He could have been got out. I think he just didn't care. Anyway, get out of Madripoor. Oh yeah, so they meet up with this dude in the docks. He has a whole setup via shipping containers, which is very interesting and also very problematic at the same time. But anyway,
how's it problematic?
What somebody tries to move the containers, like.
Oh, I'm thinking like problematic, like canceled.
No, they're on a dock. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense.
Look, my boy, his whole life is gone.
Yeah. All right, so
we see that I'm gonna say Nigel because long A's make me sound country.
Nigel?
You do that?
I don't know. Go ahead.
But we see Wilfred took his name Isaiah, right? Some power broker gave him the blood. Yeah. Power broker gave Wilfred Isaiah's blood, and with that, he made a better serum where it doesn't look like you have the serum like you have in America. How he went from like anorexia. I can't say that. How he went from a skinny child to a buff man.
I mean, he did look anorexic in the joint though.
Yeah, but I don't want to get canceled.
I mean, it's just a descriptor. It's not actually. We're not making fun of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, that happened. Yeah. So he does his whole monologue, gives us a very entertaining exposition dump. And as we're doing that, we see old Sneaky Zemo in the background looking for a gun.
Just under the table, sliding his hand.
Yeah, which is commonplace for people in these things that have guns. So
nobody ever has their gun on them.
Nah.
And then what about if he had gum under the table?
So Nemo finds the gun, and then they go back and forth, and then Nemo shoots Nagel. I said Zemo.
You said Nemo? Yes.
My bad. I was thinking Nagel and Zemo at the same time. So Zemo shoots Nagel, finding Nemo. Zemo.
What a crazy crossover.
Oh my god. It's both Disney though.
I know. He holding the gun with his broken fin.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm sorry.
So tired. All right, so we had that happens. Not the Nemo thing. So, but yeah, we see Zemo kill Nagel, and then outside while all this is happening, before that all happened, we see all the all the bounty hunters come through, and Sharon Carter is pulling her best Natasha Romanoff outside, and really Natasha really crushing them. So. Which was cool to see. It was cool to see Sharon Carter be a strong, fully fledged character. That was cool. A very competent character. Mm-hmm. And so she ends up meeting up with them, telling her it's time to go, yada yada.
And then a man it's a bazooka.
Pretty much, yeah. He launched a missile at them.
And it blew up the whole place.
Yeah, then they kind of scurry out of there. Sam and Buck are like really going back and forth like Murtaugh and Tubbs, and she had to tell them, hey, this is the wrong time for this, which is a very, very mature thing to do.
It seems like they never know, like when it's time for them to have a conversation, we talk about it, they never talk. They always talk when like your life is on the line.
Yeah, that's the buddy cop trope. So, yeah, because you probably watch a lot of buddy cop movies. So, yeah, that's a very, very 80s, 90s thing.
Because it's F-12.
Yeah. So, and before then, back when they was at, Sharon Carter's illustrious apartment, they had this whole conversation about Captain America. How's the new Cap? Bucky was like, don't even get me started. So
Bucky was like, "Ciao." Woo, Chile.
Yes. So they talk about that, and basically Sharon is jaded now because like, fam, I can't go back home. Like, Sam, you got pardoned, I ain't get pardoned. So there's a whole lot of levels to how that worked out. Like, we forgot about Sharon Carter. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, because her role really wasn't that memorable because she was Cap's love interest for that movie. So, like, I'm not going to remember a love interest.
Yeah. Yeah, so that, yeah. Oh, yeah. I won't forget. Sam was like, I can try to get you a partner so you can get back home.
Yeah, and she was like, I don't do it off of charity
She
work.
said, you can't give me no pardon. Sam like,
and he was like, let's make a deal.
Like broke boy, you ain't got no power.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's like, I heard the phone call.
Yeah. I was there. So, getting back to
Sorry. I shot Ellen.
Yeah. Shout out Ellen. So she fast forward back to the scene because I want to say after they left, and she gets him. He was like, "Yo, I still try to get you to pardon," and they shook on it like a gentleman's handshake, and then she dips.
She's one of the boys.
Yeah. Then Zemo finds like a I don't know what kind of car that was, like a drop top.
It's supercharged
Pontiac. Yeah. Which is another real small reference to the supercharged car that Red Skull had in the first Avenger.
He did.
Yeah, you're welcome. What else? So the point I'm trying to make is she gets in the car and Sharon was like, told her driver, like, yo, like, we got trouble. And she said, was it 2 of them? She had 2 of them. Like, we got trouble. I was like, yeah, it's 2 of them or 3 of them. Either way,
I'm not sure.
Like, either way, Sharon Carter's playing the long game here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the her years of struggle have made her a hardened criminal. So now she's out here, really.
She's about that action.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm really interested to see how Sharon plays into this. Mm-hmm. Fast forward real quick to the flag matches. They were pretty quiet, but there was some important stuff happening with them. We have Carly talking to, what's the lady name? Mama somebody.
Gosh, I forgot. It's like Diani.
Yeah, something like that. It's so cloudy.
It's her mom, right?
I think so.
Yeah, she's on her deathbed.
Deathbed.
She's on her deathbed. And we see in an earlier scene that Carly was trying to see if the superhero serum could save her.
Yeah.
Superhero serum.
Super soldier.
Super soldier serum.
And you know what's the sad part is because the lady has been dying of like tuberculosis.
For real?
Yeah, I kind of just want to what they said like after they got on the plane was like we got a lead or whatever, and they end up going somewhere else. Remember when it was to last? I forgot.
What weren't they in Madripoor with them?
They end up going to Latvia, and this was like the most amazing thing that happened.
Guess who pops up?
Guess who pops up?
So you wanna
Yeah, you can set it up.
So they're going to this building. I don't know what it is, but Bucky noticed like a bead on the ground, and it's the Wakandan bead. And then he see another bead on the building. He's like, "You lost something." And then the lady pop out. I forgot her name.
Io
pops
out.
and she's like, "I'm here for Zima."
So guess who? So Wakanda shows up again.
I knew Wakanda was gonna show up though.
They had to.
I was like, if not WandaVision, this.
Cause we out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to Io. Like it's my low key one of my favorite moments in Winter Soldier. Move or you will be moved. He said at the same time. As much as I like to see that. Oh man, that was so good, yo. That's when I knew Black Panther was gonna be an amazing movie after I saw that part.
Yeah. He wanted to kill Bucky so bad.
Shout out Dora Milaje. Anyway, that's it, man. Like, share, subscribe, all the things. Anything you like for this episode, comment below. You guys liking and sharing and definitely watching. It helps the channel. And, all the good things, man. We be here next Friday. Another episode.
Peace.